funding for the uplifting and restoration of a community museum in a small village of the conflicted Valley of Kashmir. We call out to all patrons of the art, culture and heritage to join hands in conserving and preserving the indigenous culture of this local community. The following few minutes will expand upon an introduction of the Neelum district, the larger visiting school, and the current state of the museum, which will give you a better understanding of the project at hand.
Neelum district in Kashmir has a beautiful valley that not only attracts tourists but also houses indigenous settlements along with an ancient temple ruins. This valley is located at the line of control between India and Pakistan and is also divided by it. The conflict between the two countries has been going on since 1947 and has divided the region of Kashmir in two halves, the Indian occupied Kashmir and the Free State of Kashmir under Pakistan. This conflict came to a ceasefire in 2003, which resulted in peace on the Pakistani side, mainly known as the Neelum Valley. There are amplified pressures on the natural environment of this area due to population and increased tourism, excessive deforestation as well as dependency of livelihoods on the nature. This influx of foreigners, mainly tourists, who are not local to land also affects the indigenous cultural archive. The cultural archive is embedded in the local practices, folklore, traditions and customs. Lajvat Visiting School is an initiative to engage undergrad students and mid-career professionals in rigorous field research. This encourages them to critically analyze the culture, environment and people of that area. This also helps them reflect upon their own position in an increasingly urbanized and globalized world, while understanding the challenges faced by local cultures and traditions. For the locals, we try to make them aware of their environment and also do on-site impromptu workshops in areas where we can assist them. The LVS believes in a two-way learning model, where the locals and visiting participants are engaged in a healthy dialogue of learning, understanding, and sharing knowledge for a better future.
Basically, we're here to study the structure and the pattern, rhythm, orientation, what works for them, what works better.
Lajvat Visiting School aims to investigate and put forth creative propositions for conserving indigenous culture, suggests alternative livelihoods and promotes methods of conserving the environment, focusing on reading from form language, audio-visual cultural uplifting, ecotourism and environmental security among other issues. Lajvat Visiting School was held in Upper Neelum Valley in July 2015. The school focused on the documentation of indigenous culture, analysis of the development of the local communities. The school was successful in documenting and analyzing almost 60 indigenous practices and 110 indigenous living patterns that are being developed into a catalogue. On our field visits, we came across a local museum that required urgent attention due to the deteriorating state it is in.
A local person has taken the initiative to establish a small museum in his village Janavai in Gurez Valley. Old indigenous items of heritage importance have been collected from the villagers and kept in a room. The museum is currently in a dilapidated condition and requires uplifting and restoration. The items require proper attention and care and need to be catalogued. We have made the plan for phase 1. Clean items and place them in acrylic boxes. Prepare wooden base shelves for the items. Safeguard the wooden, brass and copper objects from the moisture in the air. Proper lighting arrangements for the artifacts. Text space information printed and framed properly to safeguard it from moisture and humidity. All handwritten text must be printed and archived. Design and print a pamphlet for the museum. Provide maintenance kit for the artifacts. Further measures will be taken to ensure the following. Items will be labeled and displayed in a chronological order. Items will be placed under broad categories such as household, pottery, tools and utensils, apparel, men and women, furniture, and medicinal plants. Items will be labeled with names, dates, and brief history and usage, and occasionally supplied with examples such as photographs. Proper inventory of items will be developed and maintained. A one-day workshop on inventory keeping, museum items, upkeep and maintenance for the local community will be conducted. We are seeking donations for the above-mentioned plan due to be executed in September 2015. A total sum of Rs 250,000 is required for the execution of Phase 1. Any donations exceeding the amount of Rs 10,000 will be mentioned on the museum plaque. All donations will be sent a letter of appreciation by large group. Send your donations now and become part of this exciting project.